Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hi, welcome to the KVJ ATS Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Yeah, hello. Welcome to Wednesday here on After Show Podcast.
Yeah, Ken.
Yeah, Ken.
Did I say Ken?
I don't know. I heard Ken. I don't know.
Ken, Virginia, and Jason. Doesn't have the same feel.
Doesn't. You do not look like a Ken at all.
I'm very happy I'm not a Ken. No offense to Kens, but yeah, I'm just not.
It's just not you.
Nah, I don't feel very Kenny.
Not even a Kenneth. No, it's not you.
Kendrick? No, not even. No, I feel like I'm more Kevin. It's good. Stick with it.
Kendall? No.
You could not be a Kendall. You could be a Carmine, though.
No, it's Italian.
Oh, well, sometimes people are named Carmine that are not Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
Name
That Carmine Johnson.
Don't know that person.
I'm sure he exists.
Think so?
All the Carmines I know are Italian.
Not every Carmine is Italian. That's
Forget about it. They're Italian.
That's not true.
I don't know. Feel pretty safe on that one. Let me see. Just kind of combing through all the stuff that's going on. More numbers. They say that the big things as we look back here, and I guess, gosh, we're there. It's going to be Song of the Summer, all looking back on the summer type stuff. I mean, this is what, the last 3 days kids got off school?
You're right.
I know our schools were jumping back earlier, but, we're going to start cruising into that. And I don't know. I assume our conversation, because everything for us is about schools. So we'll probably be jumping into those conversations about the big highlights of the summer here pretty soon.
Songs of the summer. I mean, are we going on WRMF songs? Are we going on personal songs that you listen to? Because, I mean, if we're going on modern day top 40 horse shit, I ain't got much to say.
It's true. He doesn't. Yeah, I think if you're doing that, it has to be something that's come out here recently that was big. Now, it could be something that personally affected you because that, might be different. But, yeah, I mean, if you're throwing out a song from the 70s, realistically, that's only going to apply to a song you got on over the summer.
I mean, I think you got to give it to Old Country Road.
Yeah, 18 weeks at number one.
What's better?
It wins, but somebody's going to say, what about Taylor Swift and me?
I like Calm Down better.
Calm Down's way better of a song
than
me.
Yeah.
Way better of a song and way more sassy for the summer.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the songs that have kind of like come out here that to me kind of stand out. And I don't know the time limit on it because I listen to streaming stuff. So I don't know what is necessarily on the charts. But one that's jumped out to me is I like that Lizzo. That's some funny stuff. Like, she's good. She seems to be like she's a name.
Taste.
It's good. I can't really sing it.
I think Rocco was doing it. I was showing you
he was.
Rocco's TikToks.
I got my what is it? A head.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's quite a personality. So that's kind of stood out to me. And she's, at least to me, she's new. Ed Sheeran, I mean, I think we take him for granted, but he's been cranking out so many songs off that new album. He's got that Beautiful People he did with Khalid. He's got, I got that song Blow here that just came out. That was the rockin' one with Chris Stapleton and Bruno Mars. So those kind of like stand out to me. I like that Billie Eilish. Have you heard her?
Yes.
That Bad Guy song, but then they put Justin Bieber in it, and it's terrible. I don't like the Justin Bieber part.
I think Justin Bieber, I don't know.
It's not to hate on Justin Bieber. I love Justin Bieber, but...
Justin, well, never mind. You love Justin Bieber. I'm not going to try to hate on it. Justin Bieber's awesome. I'm not going to hate on it.
The best, I got reminded of a Justin Bieber song that I love. What Do You Mean? Oh, my gosh. I heard that again over the weekend. That song is good.
Yeah, it is good, too.
I love What Do You Mean?
I typically like Bieber. Yeah, I really do.
You like Beauty and the Beat?
I like Beauty and the Beat. Look, I don't hate. I think every artist out there, if you had to play a game and you had to say, okay, what one song in their catalog could you stomach? I think everyone's got that, right? I hate Limp Bizkit. I hate them. But there's one song I absolutely love by them.
Did it all for the nookie.
Hate that. Oh, I hate that song. Gosh, I hate that song so much. Oh, my gosh.
Another one throwing for me. You guys don't listen to country, but Luke Combs' "Beer Never Broke My Heart." That's it.
It doesn't sound like a country song.
It sounds like it should be our motto.
It's a great anthem. Beer never broke my heart. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, it's all the things that suck and like just disappoint you. But you know what? Beer never breaks your heart.
Oh, you know when they came up with that, like, oh shit, we got a fucking winner. Beer never
They
broke
did.
my heart.
She's a hit.
And
definitely.
it's been a massive hit in country this summer. So
I can see how that would be a hit.
you're talking them Hicks. That's probably going to be their favorite song from the whole summer. So that'll be the kind of stuff that we're going to start putting up here pretty quick is the summertime stuff. And the other big thing, White Claw, definitely made made summer 2019 its bitch. Yeah, the sales, that's the one thing they're talking about. Just even over the summer, it's up just in this month 30% from the previous month in sales.
I see so many people in the store now because I notice ever since your run-in with it.
Yeah.
I really notice people buying White Claw, and I look at their face, and I look at the claw, and I look at their face, and I'm like, do you really want to do that?
Does it taste that good?
No, it's good. I mean, it's not bad, and it doesn't make you turn into
Is there
an
a hype
animal.
machine behind this thing?
Well, I think what it is, it's become trendy, and it does make sense. I mean, they're lighter than beer, and I love my craft beer, but yeah, sometimes beer gets a little heavy, not only just on the palate and on the stomach, also on the waistline, but it just too, if you're drinking the heavier alcohol stuff, you get messed up. So it's a little lighter than beer. It's pretty low in calories. You don't have like the sugars. It's got pretty good flavor. It's not bad. And the artwork on it, everything's good. And they're saying that it just looks good in Instagram photos. And so that really was the marketing that helped it out because you would have people and like my daughter, they'll hang out. What is that? Where's it in Boca? They do that Boca thing or they tether all the boats up and everybody gets really shitty and stuff like that. But,
The Boca.
What's that area there? It's like, I don't even know. But it's kind of like, it's there. It's Boca's version of Peanut
Island. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and so they'll be out there, and all the young college kids will be taking those photos and be like, and they got the claw, and so it just that's kind of it. It just got to be trendy, and the White Claw seemed to win. Even over I know Truly's big and the Bon and Vive and stuff like that, but it seemed like that won. Yeah, they say the Spike Seltzer sales up 169% from last year. Wow. Yeah.
Should I make this a White Claw Wednesday for our little video shoot tonight?
White Claw Wednesday?
Yeah.
With 10-year-olds?
It's true. That's right.
Yeah.
There's going to be kids involved. They'll never know.
Yeah.
Why does Uncle Jaybird smell weird?
Why is he slurring?
The other thing that is kind of real trendy right now, but it's kind of hit a snag is, if you want to say too, another highlight from the summer, it's at Burger King Impossible Whopper. People have been talking about that all summer long.
Are the sales good?
Sales have been great. And it's supposed to go nationwide tomorrow. But now, apparently, it's getting a little bit of backlash the last minute. Now it's a meatless burger. And that's great for vegetarians. Vegans, too, would rejoice, except for the fact that they cook it on the same damn grills where they cook them meated burgers, and that's a big problem. And now they're bitching to Burger King.
You can't do that.
And on the eve of it going nationwide, it's getting a lot of vegan backlash today saying, you can't, what's the point of you serving this? Because a lot of people that are really into it for the right reasons are not going to order it because of where you prepare it.
Oh, if you have any bit of animal juice anywhere near that product, vegans and vegetarians will lose their mind. They don't consider that. That's to them. There's meat in there.
Yeah. And
Well, if it's cooked, it's like a meat broth, basically.
Yeah, jump on Twitter right now, and you'll probably see some of the comments that are happening. They're going after him today, and they're like, "You guys, don't even we're not going to buy it." So it may taste great.
Are they going to fix the problem?
You gotta build a new grill.
Got to build it. You'd have to at least separate the grills.
It's gonna take more than 24 hours to do nationwide in all your stores.
The thing I just don't get, I knew that from hearing Jaybird talk before. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian. I do eat a lot of plant-based in my diet. but I knew that. Like, how did Burger King, in all their knowledge in your corporate meetings down there in Miami, how did nobody say, hey, if we prepare this meatless burger on the same grill as the regular Whopper, vegans and a lot of vegetarians are going to freaking lose their mind.
Subway even will do that. They'll go, hey, we're about to, you want me to change out my gloves because I was handling meat? They go, you're right. Everybody knows that. It's kind of a common thing.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that, because you're right, it is a big issue. And now probably you got vegetarians and vegans thinking they can just snap their fingers and Burger King's going to immediately have room and place to change the whole concept, because this has to be one of the more difficult products for them. Because what else do you prepare that you would have to? I mean, this is almost like, trying to open up a kosher part of, your thing. And we want to be completely kosher and follow all those guidelines, which is tough. If you're not an already all kosher place, that's not going to be easy to do both.
Keep that in mind, too. If you are at a restaurant, when you ask for, if you are a true vegetarian or a vegan, you ask for something that has nothing of animal, you think they're cooking it on that same grill. I mean, I'd imagine you probably know that, but some people may not.
So it'll be interesting to see how Burger King addresses that. And maybe they have thought about it. Maybe they do have it, but they have not had the answer yet that has appeased the vegans and vegetarians, because the chatter is pretty loud on Twitter right now. So hopefully they're wanting to get that fixed today.
When the fuck is Twitter not loud and got something to bitch about?
And
that's all they do.
Burger King claps back quick on Twitter. They have to answer. They're seeing it.
I love how Twitter's now become a person, basically. And by the way, Twitter's a dick.
Yeah, I'll have to check and see if they have said something, because you're right. BK is they, and Wendy's and Taco Bell, and up until this week, the Marlins have all been really good on their Twitter.
The Marlins. I mean, the Marlins. I cannot believe that story. They said that the Tampa Bay Rays, was the same mascot animal that killed the croc hunter. That's fucking harsh, man.
See, I think it's hilarious.
It is hilarious, but for an organization to say that is, you got to know you're going to get some pushback.
When a rogue person says it, it's like, oh, but yeah, an organization is supposed to be held to a higher standard of professionalism.
I mean, that is a mic drop right there.
It is a mic drop.
Yeah, I do not see Burger King addressing it. In fact, they really haven't even been... hey guys, it's Burger King from Burger King season. I don't even know.
They're not
5th.
saying anything about it.
Yeah.
Wow. That means they do not have separate griddles in place.
Yeah. They are responding to some stuff. I'm kind of going into a little bit of the tweets. They are trying to...
Reading some of the complaints.
Are they responding to hate tweets?
Some guy's so pissed off that they didn't give him enough chicken tenders and he's going off.
And actually, this is kind of funny. If you go to the tweets and replies...
Yeah?
Yeah, you get to really see people bitching at these restaurants.
They're just ripping on every Burger King they've ever been at that they've fucked up their order.
Yeah, so that's really what a lot of it is. I don't see any vegans bitching about it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that is a problem, what they wind up doing with that.
Are they making tacos too? They say, love your burgers. Please stop making shitty tacos. It's bad for your reputation. Does the King have a taco?
Not that I know of. It might be maybe they're trying it at a couple select locations, and that'd be the feedback they're getting. Okay, people don't seem to like that.
I do like me some Burger King, though.
Mm-hmm.
Suit's got an update.
Yeah, what you got, Suits?
They've been running those commercials for the Burger King taco everywhere, and they're getting destroyed on social media for it. Like, guys, you're focused on burgers. Your tacos suck.
Have you had
really?
one?
No, but I'm not a big taco eater, but they're getting torn apart for it because everybody's like, you're freaking Burger King. Why the hell are you making tacos?
You get too cute sometimes. Sometimes it happens.
But yeah, they're running ads like crazy for that, so I guess that's the new hot thing they're trying to do.
Wow.
It is very. I'm actually. This is. You want to talk about going down a rabbit hole? This is some entertaining stuff going on here. Like somebody snapped a photo. Like, I've been waiting 5 minutes for my order, and your employee is not looking too busy, and they're just kind of like sitting there chilling, like something. This is at the BK in Sunny Isle Beach, so this is the South Florida one.
There's so much shit talking about.
That's all it is. That's all it is. I mean, all they're doing is just people bitching about bad service or order messed up or something like that.
And I mean, the person running the Twitter really can't do anything about the fact that you're in the drive-thru and it's not working out for you. Like, it's kind of bitching to the wrong platform.
Yeah.
You should go in and ask for a manager and say, hey, I've been waiting for a while.
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about bringing back certain sandwiches. I remember the rodeo burger. Yeah, do you ever remember that one, Fat Kev? Had an onion ring on it, barbecue sauce. Oh, the rodeo burger. I don't think that's there anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Roland P is pissed. He said, shame on Burger King store number 71 in Coral Gables. No quality control. Takeout. No napkins. No sauce for mozzarella sticks. Cold tacos. A chimp could have done better. No insult meant to the chimp.
People are going in.
They go in. Oh, you can't fuck with people's food. Their money or their food, people will lose their mind.
Yeah, that would be really exhausting, I think, to run Burger King's Twitter.
Oh
Because
my
this is all they're getting hit with.
Your tacos suck. Just thought you should know. That is all carry on. That's all people.
That is all. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's tough.
There's a lot of stop making tacos on here. I got to try one now.
You just got to see what all the hate's about.
If the chat room's trying to BK taco, let us know because I want to know if they're bad or not.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, some people are saying they were good.
Okay. But yeah, to me, it seems ambitious to be doing tacos and this meatless burger, the Impossible Whopper, at the same time.
Well, if you're going to do tacos, why not just go all in and just do maybe a taco burger? Stick with the theme.
Okay. Taco burger.
That could work, man.
What
Telling
do you
you,
do?
man.
Make it like a taco flavored patty?
You could do it that way. You could even make the bun the shell, but you could still kind of keep the authenticity of the burger. You could still make it like that. You could also make it nothing but your burger, the taco meat or the taco stuff is in the burger. You could put beans, guac in there. I know you like guac.
I do love guac, but I don't want a guac-filled center of my burger. Blah. Like, I don't know. It's just...
I'm just saying, taco burger could work.
Alex had sent an email, said, yeah, I was listening to some shows a few days ago. You mentioned how organic food or beverages do not have chemicals. I want to shed some light on that. I am a food safety director in the Glades, and we provide organic and conventional produce. When people, not just you, make this assumption that organic is chemical-free, it annoys me. To clarify, organic food and beverages still have chemicals. One thing that is different is the list of approved chemicals is much smaller than the ones used for conventional purposes. When our farmers first started growing organic produce, they tried to go chemical-free. It didn't work. The produce was littered with worms and bugs. I hate to mansplain to anyone, but I am passionate about my career, and I try to educate when I can. Hope this helps, Alex. Yeah, and I've noticed, too, like, there's just some organic stuff, and I'm not hung up on it. I don't care one way or the other.
I don't either.
To be honest with you. And I went in a place last night, and they had organic beer, but that was like all they had. I went and their beer menu was just like, ugh, and I'm like, all right.
It sucked.
It was terrible. Like, it was honestly like, I find this hard to say because I'm probably like you with pizza. A lot of times, it's pizza, so I can power through it. I was just like, I can't. Like, it was.
That's
terrible.
when you know you have a shitty pizza. We had
terrible.
the one I did
Yeah.
not do a blog on.
Yeah.
I could not even get through a slice of that bullshit pizza. It was that's how bad it was.
That's what it was with beer. I'm like, it's terrible. Like, that's just awful.
I had some organic wine, though, that I really enjoyed. And they've got it at Publix. There's not a lot of it. You got to look for it. But it really was delicious. And it did make me feel, I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what, but I didn't feel the next day like sometimes you'll feel after you have a wine with, like, the sulfites and the sugar, and you're just like, bleh.
Do us a favor and get out.
Oh, screw me for trying to make you more healthy.
Here's some info on McDonald's ketchup from Joey. Said, yeah, they do have their own recipes from Heinz. They will not release the recipe, and the same goes for their Coca-Cola. Well, they got their own special Coca-Cola at McDonald's.
They're not lying. Their Coke, Virginia, it does. It fucking explodes in your mouth to the point where I have a taste bud orgasm. I'll drink it, and I'm like, oh, my eyes roll back. And it's such a blissful feeling.
Yeah.
That's hot. Can you video it?
Yeah, would you like to see me have a TBO, taste bud org?
Yeah. Really make that count, huh?
Do you do it to completion?
No, you know what I'm talking about, Fat Kevin. When something gets in your mouth and it overcomes you. You're taken back by the fucking beauty of the taste.
Yeah. I'll tell you, soda does have that power. The thing that I've kind of noticed, and every now and then, like, I'll take a swig about every 6 months when you're, like, really thirsty and it just hits the spot. But I will tell you about soda, the weird thing about it, it is the same thing as, like, heroin. It's diminishing returns. Like, the first one's like, oh. And the second one's like, oh, that was so good. Third one's like, yeah.
Okay.
Fourth
All right.
one's like,
I know I shouldn't be doing this.
yeah. But honestly,
know,
the
man.
first one for me, the first one, it's kind of like what you hear about with that heroin high. It's never as good as the first.
We had family in town over the weekend, and I had Fountain Pepsi.
Oh.
I have not had Fountain Pepsi in a long time. It was Sunday. I was hungover, and that Fountain Pepsi tasted so good.
It gets your juices flowing.
It calmed the beast.
It does. No, there's something. Even when we have commercials, and I hear them opening up that, whoosh, and then they pour the Coke in the glass. I immediately go right to the vending machine. I have a problem.
You're a trained
I
monkey.
am, man.
They got you.
Definitely have me.
Let me see. This is for the bird as well from Brendan. Said there's been lots of talk of Uncrustables lately, and you love frozen Reese's Cup. You need to try frozen Uncrustables. Got to give it a minute to slightly defrost outside the freezer, but the crunch mixed with slight creaminess is just amazing.
I appreciate the suggestion, but 2016 called. They want their technique back. Come on, baby. I've been doing that for 3 years.
You're already eating them frozen?
Oh, I've eaten Uncrustables in any way you could think. I grill them. I keep them frozen. I keep them out for 2 days. I keep them in the car. I keep them in the fridge.
I eat them off a chick. What's her name?
I would.
Yeah, well, okay.
But yeah, I do appreciate. I'm not trying to be a dick. I appreciate the suggestion.
Okay. All right. Just know, you better bring it if you're going to bring a food idea to
Yeah.
Jaybird.
He's done it all.
Gosh.
I was being a dick to be funny. I'm so sorry.
I saw this report out of UCF, University of Central Florida. Thank you. I've been saying this, though. It is kind of attacking at that, the grind. If you listen to a lot of that, like, everybody's kind of into, it's the crowd that likes the TED Talks and the podcast.
I'm in it. I'm just in the grind,
I'm
baby.
enlightened, man.
I'm just a VC. I'm a venture capitalist.
Yes, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
all
about.
that whole realm of that world of that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I do. I listen to it.
I do too.
I'm into it, and it's about maximizing your potential and all this stuff. Yeah, I'm right in there. I totally get it. But, there were a couple people, and one dude in particular that was just always about, like, grind, and just, you got to keep working. I don't know if he's talking to people that just do nothing but sit on their ass all day. But
Some of those TED Talks are funny in the way you're describing them. Like, in a parody sense, it's very funny.
yeah, I finally got to the thing. It just really kind of started to annoy me because this guy's only message was just grind, just keep grinding, just grind.
And he's on the stage talking, moving his
Yeah,
hands.
you gotta just get up. You gotta make it happen. You gotta just keep grinding, man. It doesn't matter. Sleep. You sleep when you're dead, and it's like all that kind of stuff. And they actually UCF put it to the test. They went and they talked to these entrepreneurs, and they looked at the difference. And they had half of the group sleep, half of them just keep the grind on, man. And then they gave them different business plans, and then they rated what the decisions were they made, and then tracked how those business plans did. And the sleep group crushed the other grind group.
Really?
They were making shitty decisions.
And shitty TED Talks.
Yes.
There you go.
700 entrepreneurs they used in the study, so it wasn't a small sample, and they're from all over the world. They were given a list of 3 business ideas to evaluate and rank, and the results indicated that the entrepreneurs who were getting more regular sleep each night picked out the strongest business ideas much more consistently than participants who weren't sleeping as much. So,
You do need sleep. It's very important.
It
yeah,
is so crucial.
it really is. So it's just like, okay, yeah,
No one's impressed with your grind.
right.
And no one wants to hear how hard you work. People don't give a fuck. You're just bragging at that. I worked 19 hours, bro. What did you work? I don't know. Go fuck yourself.
Big difference on people who got at least 7 hours. That's the cutoff you're wanting to know. So if you want to make better decisions and find yourself actually, and at the end of it all, I mean, you're not going to get rated for, but I grinded. Yeah, but you bankrupted the company, dumbass. You're not going to get points because you grinded and you didn't sleep. You're going to get points for productivity. You're going to have more of it when you sleep. And I thought this was interesting, too, talking about vacations, which I do think is important. You know, I used to be, I'm guilty, man. I was in that grind crowd. Be like, I'm not going to take vacation. I'm going to keep work. I burnt myself out, man.
You got to balance.
Yes, I did it. I know from experience that you cannot be a grinder all the time. You will lose your freaking mind and you will not be good. So I do believe in vacations. We used to be like, to me, it was like a matter of pride. You know, we'd have all these vacation days and be like, oh, I didn't use any of them. Well, you're a dumbass.
It is. It's a silly way of looking at things. I think that is an older school mentality because that's how I kind of look at it too. And the older I get, it's dumb. It is dumb.
It is dumb because what happens, you keep grinding, you keep working, and your show starts to suck. And you don't know why. And you're so tired, you don't even realize it sucks.
You're a bad parent. You're a bad friend.
Yeah.
You're just bad.
But this is interesting and eye-opening to me because I found that I like just popping off and doing a little bit of vacation here and there and taking a day or so. I mean, you know, I got a couple days coming up, but those are all, you know, work days. And I'm actually going to be taking a personal day to make a 3-day weekend. I usually like doing that. But they did this thing after looking at how they do it in Europe. And apparently in August in a lot of European countries, everybody just pretty much takes off. It's vacation month. Like nobody's doing crap in August over in Europe. And they're saying, according to what they're finding, that it is actually better to go on the longer vacations than the piecemeal or very short vacations that Americans tend to take. They say the reason is because you really do need to step away for a little while that most people really don't even start relaxing until like day 3.
I can see that.
Which is normally when you then turn around and get prepared to go back.
Because you don't have time to relax because you're thinking about coming back home. Travel, all that traveling shit does stay on your mind and give you stress.
Yeah, they say it takes a while to kind of wind down and truly get into rest, and I'm rejuvenating, you know, myself, and you got to remove yourself away from what you do a lot if you're in one of those kind of careers where you're starting to feel burned out, to start to miss it or start to be like, okay, I feel like I can go back with my full focus and energy again to
recharge
attack
a
it.
little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. And they say the other reason why it's good is in Europe, for them, it's more predictable for the companies to be able to know. They like having a predictable holiday month like August where managers can take stock of things and say, okay, we know that we're going to have some of our workforce out, so they will plan around it and say, well, we're going to do things if we're going to have less business going on, then every August we take stock in this or we do this kind of thing and stuff like that. So they're finding in Europe that it is better to do that. So something to think because it goes against what I do now.
Would you guys like that if all of a sudden the radio said, you know what, August is just going to be a month where everyone takes off. It's all best of. You guys take a month to recharge, do whatever you want. Come back, hit it hard in September. We do that once a year. Would you like that?
If our ratings were different. Now, I mean, you look at Ellen and a lot of shows like that, Ellen takes the summer off.
It's true.
Like, you're not going to get new shows from Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, you wouldn't get penalized for ratings, is what I'm saying. It'd be basically you have an August, and whatever happens. We're not gonna charge any. We just know August is going to be a slow month. It's basically you reboot to bring it back.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to do it. It'd be nice to have some because you don't want the audience to suffer, and that's a big part of it for us. But yeah, it's that balance.
A month seems like too long for me, just personally. I know after 2 weeks, I would be going crazy.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
2 weeks is good.
2 weeks would be my max, and we've never taken 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it might be good to at least maybe once a year to take that just a week.
A week.
You know, and probably, you know, I don't often do that many years where it's like just for a whole week. You know, I'm going to be out. I may be out 2 days here.
Right,
or something
2
like
or
that,
3
but,
here.
We'll hear about it next week. The show doesn't sound the same without Kevin. Well, no shit, dick face.
We played Name That Nut 5 times.
Oh, shit.
We get it. It don't sound the same.
Come with Name That Nut, but come with a little different variety this time.
I don't think you're going to know that bit. Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Let me just add on to this shitty bit. Let's try to get something out of this. Please don't make it the same thing.
So we make this shitty bit shittier?
Just don't make it the same shitty ass bit. Please don't.
It wasn't, because last time Denny's stepped it up in a major way and started guessing all these weird, like when I would give him a nut and then he would get it wrong, then I get to punch Jay Bird in the nuts. Well, so Denny's just started making all
But
these.
meanwhile, so I have to host the game where I'm getting hit in the nuts. And she's yelling.
And you know Denny's is tagging it and you keep getting punched in the
He's
ball.
tagging it on purpose. So he's saying like Australian tree nut and like stuff that he knows that I don't have, just so Jay Bird gets it wrong.
So I'm hosting that fucking mess. Exactly. The face you're making is exactly how my heart feels when we do that. And the worst part is I'm thinking, kick me in the nuts. I don't care about that. Just don't kick our audience in the ears.
Oh.
Okay, you're right. Let's do a poll. Name that nut. Bring it with a new flavor.
All right.
I think you can do it.
All right.
Okay.
Let me think about it.
Let me think about it.
We're doing Name That Nut.
We had somebody that actually got some success on the number neighbor. I didn't get anything back from my
I didn't
number
either.
neighbor.
Neither did I.
Both of mine came back and said not delivered, which meant that it just wasn't a number, I think.
Yeah, it's your phone number, but like one digit, the last digit either up or down. And you send them a text and see what that person responds back, but I didn't get anything. And I think a lot of people just don't have it. Let me see. We got Shell Bell tried it. Said, when I heard you guys talking about it, I was excited. I gave it a shot. And it says, hey, number neighbor. They reached out to her, it looks like. And then she just wrote, I love the KVJ show. And, yeah.
And they're like,
apparently she started, and they're like, oh, what's that? It's a radio show. I heard them talking about number neighbors. Okay. And then it's just started a conversation.
oh,
Spread the love.
KVJ show. That's the one with that angry Cajun man on it.
Yes.
I'm going to come over there and kill you, boy.
I like how you do that. How do you do that?
I'm going to come over there and kill you, boy.
I played with baseball with a guy who sounded just like that, and I never knew what he was saying. I'm like, yeah, man. I always said, yeah.
man.
Sure.
Just nod and smile. If a Cajun person's talking to you, just nod and smile.
Got Engineer Keith on the phone glitches stuff that we were talking about. Somebody like, I don't know, maybe my man is cheating because he's supposed to be here and he's like far. It was like Wellington and Fort Lauderdale, and like, okay, how'd that happen? And he said, Engineer Keith, who is, by the way, big on the tech and is an engineer, he said, I went to SuperCon a few years back in Fort Lauderdale, and when I posted to Facebook, it auto-tagged my location as Georgia.
Huh.
Not sure why it would happen, but I'd imagine it could be due to cell tower issues, switching cell towers, and corrupted data based on interference in buildings. So, yeah, so that's not necessarily the case. If your man's like, yeah, I'm just leaving Wellington now, and you're like going, okay, it says you're in Fort Lauderdale.
There could be a glitch.
Yeah.
That's why you got to tail him.
Get in the bushes, Kev.
Rent a car he doesn't recognize and tail him.
Do you think you would ever get to a point where you were hiding in bushes? If you thought the queen was up to no good and you couldn't quite catch her, would you get to the level of hiding out and staking her out to catch her in the act?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I would do that either.
For me, I have to see it with my own eyes, because especially if you're married to a liar and they manipulate and they twist things around, they start to make you think that you're crazy and you're just coming up with random stuff, and then you start to think, are they right? Am I crazy? So sometimes you have to actually get in the bushes.
But once you've established that they are a habitual liar, that to me is grounds for getting rid of that person.
If they lie about a bunch of little things all the time, but you have not caught them cheating yet, you know they lie, but you just haven't caught them cheating
The
yet.
big lie.
I have to see it with my own two eyes, or have the proof that's just undeniable. And sometimes the only way you can get that is from, going busting in a room, or hiding in the bushes, or tracking him on a phone, or and going to the place where they say they aren't.
Yeah, if I were in a different situation, and everybody's got their own challenges, I think, in their relationships, and that's just not one that I ever worry about with the queen. That's just not something that she would do.
It's not an insecurity for you.
No, that's not at all. She is I've never met anyone ever that is so radically against cheating and just hates it. And she grew up, and she always talks about it, that she just saw a lot of it growing up. She grew up around her uncles and things like that, and said they were just always cheating, and there was just stuff, and she just, like, from a young age, just grew to hate it. And she's, very anti-cheating. So, yeah, that's not something I would worry about. Mine, but,
It does bring you to a weird place when you feel like someone you trusted or you can trust is up to no good, and they're acting different and shady.
Well, and it
wrecks your world.
It changes you.
It does.
And that's the most messed up part about it, as somebody who's gone through it. It changes you, because now you are a different human that's so suspicious and so dark and so pissed off all the time, and it really does put this cloud over you, and you haven't even done anything wrong.
That's why I could forgive a cheater, but I could never forget. And I know once that happens, I don't think I could ever come back in a relationship that I was seriously involved with on cheating.
I agree.
I don't think I could come back from it,
because you'll always be thinking about
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna hate that person. I could forgive them, but I'm not gonna I couldn't stay with them.
It'll always be in your head.
Definitely.
I'm always worried about everything anyway. I don't need anything else to worry me.
Got an email here from Oscar from Orlando. Said, Kevin, I hear you're coming up to Orlando soon. Hear me out on this. We hit up the downtown bars on Wall Street and Church Street. You then try to hook up a cute 21-year-old bartender with one of your, quote, contacts while we each drink about 20 White Claws. Then you try hacking into the Queen's GPS so we can find out if she's following us. Fun times. I'll see you then. All right. Apparently we're meeting. It's all set up.
Oh, we all know you drank more beers than that. More White Claw.
Like a good time.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws.
There should be laws when you're drinking claws.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be up. I don't know what kind of free time I'll have, but Orlando peeps, I'll be up there next week. It's like a conference kind of stuff, though. But, yeah, we're going to be doing something at Disney Springs one night, place called Lafayette's on Wednesday the 14th. They're going to be at Tin Roof. They got a Tin Roof there.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the one they have in Delray. I assume that's a chain.
Nice.
On International Drive on Thursday night. So, yeah, I'll be out a little bit, mixing around, having some White Claws.
Yeah, tell the people where you're going to be so they can run into you in the bars. That'd be fun.
Yeah, like I said, I might, it's for a podcast convention, so I don't know, if I'll be tethered to people that we work with or people in the industry, but yeah.
You might have loose time just to say hi at the bar at night.
Yeah, come let's have. I don't see why not. Let's do it. I got an email here from Parthy, and it said, I got a couple questions, need some clarity on a few things. Been listening to you guys since elementary school with my mom and brother, and continue through high school.
We
college.
old?
Yeah. Let me see. So I moved to Texas in 2015 for graduate school, and I missed out on the show for a little while, and I discovered your podcast about a year ago. So happy to continue my childhood morning traditions with you guys, but over the past few months, a few things struck me. I kept wondering about two particular things, so I figured I'd ask. Why does everyone end emails with go fuck yourself to Jason?
It was a joke.
Yeah.
I think I told myself to go. I was telling a story on the air, and you guys were kind of dialed out, I think. I'm like, I'll just go fuck myself. I think that's what happened.
And then people started yelling it out at you in public. They'd be like, Jason, and you'd go, yeah. They go, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think it's more of a term of endearment.
It
Yeah.
is. It's just meant to be silly.
If you can, explain what happened at Wild and I believe the Miami station afterwards. It's been a while since I played it, but I summed it up to basically 1 minute. That if you haven't heard that and you don't know exactly, what was the deal with that? Now, keep in mind, that was 5 years ago now.
Right.
But here's what had happened and why we're at WRMF this day. We were looking to grow the show at Wild 95.5. It wasn't happening, and we're working without a contract. We were afraid that we might not have a job. An opportunity came up in Miami where we'd be able to syndicate the show back to West Palm Beach. However, the guy that hired us in Miami quit 3 days later. That left us in a big problem because corporate then stepped in and decided that we couldn't syndicate back to West Palm Beach. So we were left with new management who not only changed the syndication deal, but they also decided that they wanted us to start playing more music on the show. We realized pretty quickly that this wasn't going to work out very well. So we were on like a 1-year deal where we could opt out of our contract. At that point, we knew we wanted to be back home in West Palm Beach. So we found this offer from 97.9 WRMF to come and to be on a huge signal that still covers Miami and does everything that we want to do. Plus, it was a local company. They offered us a great deal that we thought was going to be fantastic. We loved where we were going, and we had the opportunity to grow with a brand new company that is buying radio stations all over the country. So here we are. We've had the After the Show podcast. We got KVJ TV, and who knows, we might start syndicating back to other markets in South Florida. Okay.
I mean, it's real good.
There you
That's
go.
real good.
That was it. And finally, when the heck did Jason start smoking weed?
What? There's been no proof of that.
Okay, that's your final question.
I don't think I've ever admitted that.
And Eric said, I know you guys had some legal issues with music rights, but is there anything you could play during the dirt of the day? It's been weird and a bit awkward since making it silent in the background. Listen to you guys religiously every day from Dallas, but homegrown in Palm Beach Gardens. Yeah, I don't know. I did a little bit today. I don't know if you noticed because I had seen that email yesterday. I don't know.
I mean,
I
if
guess
you
you guys
want,
can let me know. I can do a little bit here and there. I kind of started because I felt like it was, and maybe it's just the music bed that we had. It felt like it was kind of overpowering, and with no music under it, it feels a little bit more conversational.
yeah. What if we just try to like not do the dirt at all?
Okay, that's your idea.
Come on, I love the fucking dirt.
All right, we're going to play Name That Nut 10 more times.
Yes.
I know we are.
Your balls are getting annihilated.
I'm over here acting like I have any power. We're playing Name That Nut 3 different times.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Well, you can give us feedback on that, what you'd rather do, and I'll try a little bit of a mix and let me know what you prefer.
We can change up that bed, too. I know the one bed you're talking of, it was a bit abrasive coming out of that one element, so we can mix it up.
Yeah, I just kind of like used it for a couple seconds and then got rid of it and let us just talk. So you can always let us know. We always do love your feedback. Mail at kvjshow.com is how you get a hold of us. All right, y'all. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.